give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like
Oh, yeah. Freestyle Friday. The Rebuttal Entertainment. Hit that like button. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Okay? Gil up in here. What's that out here? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah. The premiere of the Rebuttal Entertainment, the Rebuttal Report. Gil, you got to start going on YouTube and liking my videos, my uploads, my shorts. I really appreciate it. Hit that like button. We ain't playing no more. The Rebuttal Entertainment. We going all out. Either you with us or you against us. Lorenzo always up in the house. My God. You know, we doing our thing. Turkey out of sheet, $20. Anthony Joshua, Dubois card, United States of America. It is what it is. All right? Pay it, you don't, you don't. But oh, I can't wait no more. I can't wait no more. I gotta show it. I just can't wait no more. We got a new beat. We got a new beat, baby. Do y'all want to see? I'm gonna give y'all the long version of the Rebuttal Entertainment NFL intro premiere right now. Yeah, the premiere of the new intro of the Rebuttal Entertainment NFL show. Oh, I'm pumped. I'm pumped, baby. I was going to wait till Sunday, but I got to do it on Freestyle Friday, the premiere of the Rebuttal Entertainment NFL show this Sunday. You make sure y'all come in. Only the strong survive, baby. But it's boxing news a little bit right now. You know, it's boxing news. $20 for the Anthony Joshua, Dubois fight. The turkey out of the sheep made it $20. But do you really care? Do you really care? I mean, $20, $20. You know, that's good, though. He lowered the price. But, you know, how about $20 for all the rest of that crap that they put over there in the UK and Saudi Arabia? How about $20? How about $20 for Better Bib and Bibble? Well, I forgot, that's on ESPN. Shakur Stevenson stuff need to be free. You can't satisfy us. Shakur Stevenson fight need to be free. People gonna be, I'm not paying $20 for no UK. Because people don't know who they are. Only us hardcores know who they are. Don't nobody know who Daniel Dubois is. He's trying for that, just to get some kind of money in the United States market. You know, so we give him props. We give him his props for trying. But do you care? Do you care about that fight? Could he have did things to make it better? You know, I think some people probably would buy $20. $20 ain't nothing. But is it a catch? You got to describe the zone, then, first. It's always the catch, y'all. We're going to wait and see. We're going to wait and see, man. But what else going on? Ryan Garcia interview. He went out on, you know how Ryan go. Ryan don't care about nobody. Disrespected turns Bud Crawford. Told him he's gutless, weak, sorry. Ryan Garcia just disrespected Bud Crawford, knowing that if they fight, Bud will whitewash him. But they never going to fight. But he did disrespect him today. Ryan went out on everybody, called Devin Haney weak. A weak little man. Oh, my goodness. I tell you, boy. Leave it to Ryan. Leave it to Ryan Garcia, man, to do all this stuff. But Eddie Hearn trying to get Conwell to fight Boots. Conwell said, no, you got to Eddie up that money. So Eddie Hearn, it seems like to me, everybody keeps saying he's lowballing them. They want more money. Let me ask you a question. Is all these fighters overvaluing themselves? 1,000%. 2 cents. Hey, he was right about Bud. Monica, I said that shit the last 2 weeks. Come on. You come on the show and you don't listen to what I say. You just want to argue. That's what it is. I said it all day the last time I was on. That was the whole topic of the conversation Wednesday. I said that all day. All day. That's all we talked about all day. I hope it's overtime so we can stop hearing them. We're not going to miss them. Ain't nobody going to miss them but you. 2 cents that he was right about Bud. 1,000%. But was he right or I was right? Well, who cares? Bye. You one person. It's one person. We're not going to miss you. We're not going to miss you. Because that means you're not a boxing fan. That's what I said. You was a fan of a man. That's it. We're right. I've been saying that shit for 2 years that he hasn't fought anybody. Ryan Garcia was right. 2 cents say, we got it right. Exactly. Ryan Garcia, saying shit I've been saying for a long time. But like I said, every time I say something, I'm a hater. Every time I say something, I'm a hater. I say it all the time. I even said it when I was talking about Devin's resume a long time ago. Y'all remember? And I always, well, Lou, you can't take away the accolades. You can't take away. I know you can't take away the accolades. But I said hypothetical. Take away Bud Crawford accolades and Devin Haney accolades. What are they? Yeah, even Earl has nobody when he fought them. He wanted. He waited till he would have the advantage. No, you're done. Yeah, Ryan ain't say nothing wrong. I've been saying this and putting videos up there for so long about this stuff. Now, it's funny. Go on Twitter. Now that Ryan Garcia saying this 2 cents and everybody, Everybody said, "Oh, breaking news! Ryan Garcia said Terrence Crawford is trash. He hasn't really fought anybody." Duh! The little channel, Rebuttal Entertainment, been saying this shit forever. He been saying it forever. But he's a little channel, so we ain't gonna pay him no damn mind. We're gonna wait till these big channels with the 200,000 and 300,000 subscribers say it. Keyshawn doing the same. They say Lemos ain't fought in 2 years, and he moving down the way. Well, that's not true. That guy just fought Richard Hitchens, 6-7 months ago. Ain't that the same guy? That's the same guy that just fought Richard Hitchens, right? Or am I crazy? Yeah, now, I don't know, 2 cents. I think that's the same guy that just fought Richard Hitchens 6-7 months ago. Richard Hitchens' last fight, when they said they cheated for Richard Hitchens. I'm quite sure. Tony, you get a chance, check up Richard Hitchens' last fight. I'm quite sure that was Lemos. He go toe-to-toe. He come every round, throwing punches. He like the same guy Keyshawn Davis just fought. He's the same guy Keyshawn Davis just fought. My man Teaching in the building. Yeah, he coming off a loss. Yes, he coming off a loss. But Teach been on this show for a minute. Y'all been on here for a minute. When I said it, Teach, when I said Bud was trash, his resume was trash, they ain't pay me no mind. But if you go on Twitter and see these big podcasters putting that stuff out there, breaking news, Ryan Garcia say Bud ain't fought nobody. His resume is trash. I've been saying that shit forever. I broke down every fight, especially when he jumped to 47. Especially when he jumped to 47. So what's new? Oh, he got accolades. You can never take away the accolades. Yeah. But it shouldn't be like that. Anybody can become undisputed if one guy got the belt. Like Devin Haney, he got emailed to WBC. Kambosa had the rest of the belts. He went and beat Kambosa, became undisputed. So now he enshrined. See? There you go right there. 2 cents. Richard Hitchens defeated Gastavar Lemos in April 2024 by unanimous decision in the IBF World Junior Welterweight Championship fight. It wasn't even a championship. So they be hating on Ryan. Ryan don't care, man. Ryan on the mission, man. Ryan Garcia on the mission. He on the mission. I just hate it, man, but it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right for us small channels until we get big. We got to be patient. We got to be patient. But if y'all just getting in here, go look at the Rebuttal Entertainment uploads, his shorts, his premiere, the Rebuttal Report premiere today, talking about everything going on in the United States of America. Y'all go hit that like button of the Rebuttal Report. Y'all gonna love that. It was pretty cool. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The Rebuttal Report. Sunday, NFL returns. The Rebuttal Entertainment NFL show this Sunday. I'm pumped. We got a new intro. Tell me what y'all think about it. That intro, we got a new intro. I'm going to play some of it again. Tell me what y'all think about. Tell me what y'all think about. Yeah, there's a little bit of something. There's a little bit of something. The NFL show on the Rebuttal Entertainment NFL show. She's like, boo, I don't have an NFL package. Well, you can come on a Rebuttal Entertainment 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Sundays, when we talk football. It look nice. I appreciate it. But yeah, Unc is in the building. He said, all I want to do is go zoom, 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 and a boom, boom, just shake your rump. Uncle Dre is in the building. Now, Dre been on this show for a while, too. He just comes and goes. You know how DC niggas is. He just comes and goes. But Dre was on here long last year sometime when I said Terrence Crawford's resume was trash and broke it down. But now these big channels saying that everybody going crazy. You see how the shit works? That's just how it is. Miss Sexy is in the building. What's going on, love? So that's what's going on. The Turkey Island Sheep is $20 pay-per-view if you want to see Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois in the United States of America. $20. Do you guys care? Well, Miss Sexy, everybody else love it, baby. I'm sorry. You see my comment. I broke it down. Yes, I seen it. But everybody say they don't care because they want to stick it anyway. But let me ask you, if he can get a lot of these, even though I know it ain't going to happen, just doing a hypothetical, if he can get some of these people to make these big fights $20, would you care? Would you care if he can make these big fights $20, 2 cents? Now, the Shakur Stevenson fight, we don't even care because we're going to stick that anyway. Now, if it was a better Bill Bibble fight, then you'll be talking. Then we'll be talking. Well, my show is free, baby. My show is free. No matter how you watch it, football and boxing is free. You thought I was going to make somebody pay for the NFL show and the Butter Entertainment? Everything is free. I do. I've seen low price, low quality, high price, high quality, but I have never seen low price, high quality. Exactly. What, for instance, Canelo Alvarez, Edgar Berlanga should be $20, but that's $100. $90 or whatever it is. It's $90. That should be $20. Because don't nobody care about Edgar Berlanga. You thought I was really going to charge somebody to watch the NFL, the Butt Entertainment NFL show, Miss Sexy? Really? Really? I know y'all cheapos ain't going to pay for that. I know that. But, we got to appreciate the Sheep for trying to give us the job. Because, the UK people going to buy it regardless. They been selling the hell out of that fight. They've been selling the hell out of that fight. Yeah. You right? But Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois in the United States of America, don't nobody know who them guys are, but hardcore. Dubois, don't nobody know who it is. So they still ain't gonna get $20. Only from hardcore fans. Shakur Stevenson, they gonna get no dollars. That's straight 5 stick. Straight 5 stick. So you do, you don't. I just don't think, like 2 Cents said, man, give us low quality, get us low prices with high quality. And then let's see what happens. And he can do it because he's supposed to have the money, right? Quote unquote. It's not over here. When AJ came over here and fought in Madison Square Garden, ain't nobody pay for that. I don't even remember if it was pay-per-view, but he ain't even get no big ratings because people don't know him. Only hardcore people know these people. You know what I mean, Uncle Dre? Hardcore people know these people. So, yeah, it is what it is. Turkey, you're trying, but make it $20 for fights that we want to see. Like that bull crap. Like that bull crap you had, what was it? Crawford and Marzamall, that shit should have been $10.50. That should have been $10.50. But the Babylon say, by charging so much for other fights made, people learn how to fire stick name and get it free. Yeah. Yeah, it is it is, ain't no probably. It is big in UK. 2 cents. It's real big in UK. Anthony Joshua is big. Y'all don't know Anthony Joshua made more money than any boxer out here right now. Any boxer right now that's fighting. Anthony Joshua got more money than all of them. You know what I mean? And yeah. Mr. Shelton said, why what, Mr. Shelton? Mr. Taylor, Lewis, you will sell out your show before Haney ever will. But sorry to inform you, you will not beat out my Shakur number. But I still love you. I can beat him out because my loyal people will pay for mine. Everybody going to 5-stick Shakur, but my stuff is free. I'm not big time to charge people. Look, they don't even want to put $4 on members only, so I know damn well they ain't gonna pay for nothing. I put pay. Ain't nobody buying that Shakur shit. I hate to tell you. Why should the fight be $10.50? Ain't nobody want to see it. That's why. I know you're gonna come in here defending your boy Bud. Ain't nobody want to see it. Ain't nobody want to see that shit. It was a good fight, though. It was a good fight. You know, ain't nobody buy it. You see, if they'd have made it $10, they'd have made more than 100,000, right? Oh, stop kidding yourself. I'm just saying. They should pay me to watch a core fight. Well, if y'all haven't seen the Ryan Garcia interview, you know Ryan be going off. He said Terrence Crawford ain't shit. They's a bum and been fighting bum. And all of YouTube is agreeing with Ryan Garcia now. Because they say, you know, all of a sudden, because, you know, Crawford is about to retire if he don't fight Canelo. Now, the big quote-unquote channels putting it all on YouTube. And yeah, they right. But y'all notice when they wasn't mentioning Crawford thinking about retiring, the big channels wasn't saying that. But you know who was saying that? The little channel. The little channel told me his resume was trash. You know, only the little channels like me, who been saying it forever. Everything free for him. You stupid. Leave Eric alone, man. Leave everything. You know what I mean, Dre? You weighing off Monica Lou. I don't care. Monica need to learn facts over feelings. She need to learn facts over feelings. The fact is, I've been saying it for a while. Now the big channels. What's my guy name? Eric. Oh man. Thanks, Miss Sexy, for the $2 super chat for Eric. Why just cloud chasing? No, well, somewhat. We know that. Somewhat he is. You know, but Ryan Garcia do bigger pay-per-view numbers than Terrence Crawford. Ryan Garcia do bigger pay-per-view numbers than Bud Crawford. Who was? There's a lot of channels on there, but you get a chance, go on YouTube. You scroll down there. They be like, breaking news. Hey, 2 Cent, they be like, breaking news. 2 Cent Boxing said Terrence Crawford's resume is trash. He hadn't fought anybody. That's what they'll say if you was a big channel. And look, you could have already said it but they don't pay your ass no mind. Cinco, what's up, champ? It's like, will Eddie need to pay Kern in order for the fight with Boots and Norman to happen? Will Eddie need to pay Kern? No. Boots just got to drop the belt. But Boots just got to bop. They're gonna take it anyway. If he go fight Brian Norman anyway, and but really, unification outweigh a mandatory. So really, the IBF can't do nothing if Boots and Brian Norman would have made that fight. They can't do nothing. Even if they do it now, they can't take his belt because unification outweigh mandatory. That would be a unification bout because Brian Norman holds a belt. So now they can't do nothing to him. They can't do nothing to him. Nothing at all. But so happens. And now they're trying to go a different way to fight Cromwell. But Cromwell saying Eddie is lowballing him. I don't know, man. See, like, Matchroom is not trying to give up all that money. But I understand the Norman situation. But Eddie gonna have to, Boots gonna want big fights. If you promise Boots in his big fights to come over to Matchroom and you're not getting it for him, he gonna feel a certain type of way. And people gonna be like, you should have stayed with Al Heyman. They're gonna be like, you should have stayed with Al Heyman. Because in Al Heyman we trust. Even though but Eddie, even though it's not real good fighters, Boots is going to be fighting all the time. They were trying to avoid the mandatory, and Norman tried to use it as leverage. Yep. 1,000%. So now they both go their separate ways. Brian Norman got to fight some guy. I forgot his name. He can punch, though. I seen one of his fights. But if he lose, he starts from the barrel. That's why it's risky for Brian Norman, too. Because y'all talking about, Boots fumble the bag. No. My man, Darren Collins is in the building, man. Can y'all please hit the like button, man? Darren Conwell said he can get double fighting Virgil Ortiz. Conwell said, yeah, that's what he said. So that means Eddie is lowballing some fighters. Eddie is lowballing some of these fighters, man. What's wrong with Eddie? You know what? I'm going to blame Devin Haney. Eddie Hearn got Devin Haney whiplash. Because when he first signed Devin Haney, he lost so much money, he could have built 50 houses in the UK. Y'all remember that? And when the contract was up and Eddie didn't re-sign, Eddie said, oh, no, I can't afford that. I'm not getting no good fights and paying Devin $3 million a year. 3.5. Eddie said, hell no, I can't do that. Trey say, what did NWA say? Eddie should have known by now. Yeah, exactly, 2 cents. Wasn't they going to strip Julio and Dango with the Bud fight? I don't think so. I don't know about that one. Looks like Norman wasn't lying. Bad News said the offer was shit. So did Barrios and Stallone. Okay. Y'all keep saying all this shit. Fighters going to want more money. Everybody keeps saying if $2 million, let me put it this way. If $2 million some shit, why these niggas never made it? If $2 million some shit, why these other fighters who saying they was lowball never made it? Half of them didn't even make $1 million. Mario Barrios probably the only one that did. So if Stanley Onis, Cromwell, and Barrios and all these dudes saying $2 million wasn't shit, why they haven't made it? He wasn't a champion, Luke. Okay, he wasn't a champion. Give me some champions that made $2 million. Name me on 5 champions that made $2 million. That just became champions. Name them. Lewis said Shakur left Tank hanging by fighting another boxer. Did Shakur mess up a future fight with Tank? And will he get more money if he get Tank again? He probably get the same amount of money. Miss Sexy, I think they're gonna fight. I always said, remember, Miss Sexy, you've been on this show since I started. I always said when they start talking about Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis, that they was gonna fight in September of 2025. And now it seems like my prediction just might come true. Bad Eddie putting American fighting in that trick bag. Yep. 1,000%. Hey, Dre, 1,000%. It seems like, Eddie, like, I would get y'all these fights, but it might not be the fights y'all want. It might not be the fights y'all want. That would have seemed like Eddie doing. It's Freestyle Friday. Y'all know what we do. Any subject, ain't no subject off limits. Ain't no subject off limits. We had the premiere today of the new show on the Rebuttal Entertainment, the Rebuttal Report. Go check it out on YouTube. Hit that like button. We just rolling over here. We're doing our thing. Get some merch. Look at the merch. The NFL show is this Sunday. I'm saying that's the point people make. I ain't say that dumb shit. I hear you, 2 cents. 2 cents funny. I'm sure the IBF would have stripped Booth if they didn't pay Kern step aside money. They can't do it. They can't do it. Listen to what I'm telling you. If Booth Ennis would have fought Brian Norman Jr., they couldn't have did nothing. They couldn't have did nothing. Because, let me say it again, unification is before mandatory. Unification is for mandatory. But, they probably would have paid Kern some step aside, too. But ain't nothing you can do because unification is first. And IBF would have been wrong to strip them. If 3 different people say the same thing, it got to be something to it. Well, if 3 different people never made $2 million a day in their life, Mr. Shelton, right? It's 3 different people who never made $2 million a day in their life. But I believe there's something to it, Mr. Shelton. But it all depends on, to me, the money. I mean, how much? You know how a lot of these fighters overflate their value? Now, all of them are champions, right? All of them are champions. But they talking about before they was champions, right? Something man 2 cents was just saying, right? We've just talked about. Before they was champions, and they won the fight, they won 1.7, 1.5, because they saying they was blackballed. How about this? They wasn't even champions. Do we know them numbers? I think it is because they say, well, I'm going to fight this big fighter. I want to get paid to fight him. But are you going to overvalue yourself? We can't tell these fighters how much they're worth, what they're worth. But are you overvaluing yourself? You know what I mean? You can just Google that. You can just Google everything and tell you that. I'm telling you what I know, champ. Believe me what I tell you. Ask anybody on this show, they'll tell you that. Ask Mr. Shelton, he'll tell you that. Anybody knows unification outweigh mandatory. You should know that if you're a boxing fan. That's boxing 101, 202, and 303. Shout out to Lorenzo, $2 super chat for Miss Sexy. But Shelton, Eddie ain't offering none of them $2 million. Exactly. But they keep talking about, he lowballed them. What is lowballing? to them. I don't know what's next. What's next for Carmel Moulton? He's okay. He seems real. Carmel Moulton, he seems real. But I think he needs to freshen up on his defense. He get hit a lot. And then he fighting these trash bags. The only one he didn't fight a trash bag was 2 fights ago when they was going toe-to-toe. Every fight, every round. They're going to have to up his level so we can see what he's working with. He do a lot of talking. Let's see. But I think once he fixes defense, he's going to be a good fighter. But, we never know. You know me. I always say we never know until they fight each other. We never know until they fight each other. I have some examples, but it's not on it's on my brain right now. Not on my brain right now. It's not on my brain right now, but it's a lot. Whatever the offer was, it wasn't enough. Okay, to them. But Eddie Hearn been doing it for how long? Maybe it wasn't enough to them. Maybe, see, I got to be devil's advocate. Maybe these fighters are overvaluing themselves. For instance, now I'm going to give an example for this, Cinco. I'm going to give an example for this. How can you want 1.5 million and you never made it? Your highest payday was 190,000. How can you want How can you want 900,000, 800,000 let's say you're not fighting a champion and your highest payday was 200,000. Michelle, the Earl Spencer's example. Yeah, that's a good one because they did. That's a good one. So, how can y'all want that? A lot of these fighters, and I'm the man for the bag. Get the highest money you can get, but I also got to play devil's advocate and say you overvaluing yourself. Then we really don't know. We really don't know how much you're worth. If you ain't got a belt, you haven't fought no big contenders, no big nobody, and your high payday was 200,000. How do you know what you're worth? And you're not a champion. Even if you just become the champion, that don't mean I'm gonna automatically offer you $2 million. I would have paid and got Boots undisputed because I know he will make way more money as undisputed. Yeah, but it'll take Boots a long time to become undisputed. Even if he'd fought Brian Norman and beat Brian Norman, that's just 2 belts. Then he got to fight Mario Barrio. Then he got to fight Stanley Onis. Them fights take time, and then they overcross street. Them fights take time. Then he overcross street. People think it's easy as getting a belt to make millions in boxing. Yeah. Let me ask you something. This is for instance right here. The guy from Top Rank, what's the name? Bozumov, the IBF, not the IBF. That's the IBF he got. Tank got the WBA. Cole got the WBC. Loma got the IBF. He got WBO champion. You think they're gonna give him $2 million? Bob gonna give him $2 million, and he just became champion? That's a perfect example right there, y'all. Perfect example. Belichick, whoever his name is, tell me that. He just became champion. WBO champion. You think Bob giving him $2 million? Guarantee you Bob ain't giving him $2 million. And he won his belt. It wasn't even emailed to him. He won it. You see what I'm saying? But these dudes think they want all, they like that. It don't work like that. If these dudes keep wanting all that money, I see why now they fight once a year. Maybe that's what Al Heyman going through. You want $2 million and you only fighting once a year? I don't know. It caused money to be undisputed. And Eddie not even willing to pay for Norman belt. Booth might as well hang it up. He might. Justin, what's going on, Justin? He said, I think they want to strip Booth and get Kern versus Ben for the IBF title. What do you think, OG? Well, I think it's the other way around. I think it's I don't think they want to strip him because they know Boots Ennis is going to bring in more money than Kern. Don't nobody in no world know who Kern is. Well, go ahead, 1,000 people who know boxing, who talk boxing, just say, do you know Kern the boxer? Say his whole damn name. Don't nobody know who he is. But the IBF don't play. Now that unification is out the window, Boots going to have to fight Kern. And they got to do it. Or they will strip Boots. And Kern is not under Matchroom. Kern is not under Matchroom, Justin. So I don't know what fight they were going to make. But I know one thing, and I've been saying this for about a year and a half. I'd rather see Boots Ennis fight Conor Benn. I think that'll be a hell of a fight. Yeah, the Germans know who he is. Yeah, exactly. I'd rather see Boots Ennis fight Conor Benn. Maybe that's why Eddie lowballed him. Maybe Eddie wanted to see Boots fight Conor Benn. But then Boots won't have no belt. I don't know. I like Conor Benn 2 cents. I like Conor Benn. I think Conor Benn get all these dudes some gold. Devin and all of them. They ain't like Eddie want to get Boots out the way of 147 so he can slide Ben in a champion. He might be right. He might be right. But Eddie be on Conor Benn ass. I don't know how their relationship is. I don't know how their relationship is. Eddie Hearn be on Conor Benn ass, man. You know, so I really can't tell you how their relationship is. You see what I'm saying? I don't know how he is, but I know one thing. Conor Benn going to bring it to whoever he fights. Put the drug use aside. I just like Conor Benn, man. Darren Collins, it's too late. Boots been at 47 long enough. It's time to go to 54 and take the training wheels off. Well, Conor Benn fought at 54. Think about it. He fought at 54. Conor Benn can go to 47 and 54. All you got to do is take some of them power pellets. I'm pumped today. I'm pumped today because the show is coming Sunday. NFL is back. You know, the NFL, the Bubba Entertainment NFL show is back, y'all. I mean, this Sunday, 11 o'clock Eastern time. Y'all go subscribe to the Bubba Entertainment. We only can have 10 people on the panel, and the new intro just came out, baby. We pumped. What's up, Mr. Shelton?
What's up, man? What's going on with you, man?
I'm pumped. NFL season, you know, the Bud Entertainment NFL show this Sunday. You know, that's my sport.
Yeah, I'll be there for that, man. I'm gonna go back in a minute and finish watching the Packer game. I want to let it get good.
Yeah.
But hey, yo boys, man, hey, shit. Looks like they're gonna be starting Justin Fields, man. The boy done got hurt.
That's why I wanted them to start in to begin with. How will we know?
Okay. Yeah, man. I just, it just killed. I just listen, and it's funny to me that everybody wanna. I mean, I like Ennis, man. He's a good fighter. He looks real good, and he looks great against the guys he's been fighting. But what big name fighter has he beat? So we really don't know what he is yet. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kills me. A lot of fans want to blow him up and make him out to be something that you really don't know what he is because he ain't fought no goddamn.
And that's the difference. They hyped him up.
Yeah. He ain't fought. He ain't did nothing to deserve all the praise he gets. He ain't fought nobody. He ain't beat nothing.
Yeah. Owen said, "Does it work this way? If you can bring me money, I don't want to see you." Nah, it don't work that way, man. But technically, Boost cannot beat Bud. Besides, why Bud at 37 will test out the young meat? I bet he won't. So it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, he's not in the plans. So Bud got his own plan set, and Ennis is not in the plans.
Yep, 1,000%. You know, and Mr. Shelton, you've been on here for a minute, man. You know how long. You know I'm not a Crawford fan. You know that.
No,
and you know I always talk about Crawford's resume. Now that Ryan Garcia said it today in all the big channels, and breaking news. Ryan Garcia said Bud Crawford ain't fought nobody. He's trash. And I believe him now. I'm like, nigga, I've been saying this shit for how long?
This is what's funny to me, Lou. This is what's funny to me about this new boxing age, right? Now, you remember when we was coming up back in the day, right? What is a young fighter supposed to do? What's he supposed to say?
Say, I want that smoke. Ain't nothing.
Yeah, that old motherfucker ain't shit, man. I'll knock him out. He ain't nothing. Because that's what Ray would say. That's what Hearns would say. Yeah. That's what Duran would damn show say. Yeah. Hagler. You can go down the line. You can go all the way back to Ron Lyle, Ken Norton. I'm old, man. I'm gonna beat that old motherfucker ass. He ain't shit. That's what he's supposed to say. Why are people getting so upset? Because you got a young fighter calling out the old fighter. That's what he's supposed to do. How you gonna get his name up if you don't call out the top dog? You're supposed to call him up.
Shit, you hear every time they asked Sugar Ray Leonard who would have won between him and Mayweather, they tried to knock him out.
He would have, and he would have.
That's what he's saying.
Because Ray was too aggressive for Floyd. Ray wouldn't have let Floyd sit back there and pot shot. Yeah, Ray would have came and got
it. And the thing about it, Ray was just as quick as him.
Yeah, or faster and bigger. People forget Ray was 5'10". Ray wasn't no little welterweight. He was 5'10". Had a 74-inch reach. Yeah.
Mr. Velvet say, don't nobody listen to Ryan. He crazy. They listen to him today.
Hey, I looked that dude up. He's on that little podcast with that dude. That dude got over 2 million subscribers, man. Yeah. Yeah. A whole lot of people heard what Ryan had to say.
Exactly. You know, that's why they go on these big channels. Because they know their voice going to carry.
But see, here's the thing, though. This is what people got to understand. The same thing that goes for Tank Davis goes for Crawford. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. If you're supposed to be the best, motherfuckers are supposed to call you out. They wouldn't be doing their job if they didn't. Who you want to fight, him? Why? Because they say he's the best. I want to fight him. Ain't that how it's supposed to be?
That's it. And speaking of Tank Davis, I don't know if this is true. I'm hearing some scuttlebutt. I'm about to make my phone calls. Wow. Y'all might not like it. But I just got to give you some scuttlebutt. 2 names I'm hearing. Who we going to fight? 2 names. But I don't know if this is true. So I'm not like the rest of these dudes. I'm not going to make a title saying this shit. Right. I don't know. I'll wait till I hear if it's true. But I'm just saying allegedly. Manny Pacquiao. De Los Santos.
That's the part I want. But De Los Santos is still injured. You know, a shoulder injury. He's still injured. So I don't know if it'll be him. But think about it, dude. Why would he turn down a Manny Pacquiao fight? You know how big that fight would be?
Man, let me tell you, it will break Ryan Garcia's record.
Come on, man. Why would he not take a Manny Pacquiao fight?
But you know, people gonna say, "Oh, he fighting the whole ass Manny Pacquiao." It's all about money. I keep tell y'all, he don't care. It's all about money.
Let me tell you something that I know for sure. That's happening in the Tank camp. They happy that Manny's willing to accept. They happy as hell if Manny accept that shit.
That man, they gonna make plenty of money.
Man.
They had that fight at Cowboys Stadium.
And it'll fight damn near sell out. It'll sell it out.
It will sell out. It ain't no goddamn. They will.
I don't know. Cause see, Jerry Jones is smart. I don't know if Jerry Jones gonna give him the whole 104. He might give him 70.
Jerry Jones he's gonna give him the whole thing. They gave Canelo the whole building when he fought that bump. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, but that was COVID. Remember, that was COVID, and they were sitting 6 feet apart. That's different.
Was that COVID? I thought it was after COVID.
No, that was COVID. That was COVID.
Well, King in the building. What's up, King? He's a Brian Wade wanted a neutral location.
No, Brian said no, that's not true. What Brian Norman said was, I'll take the 1.7, but I won't take the 1.7 going to Philly, is what he said. He said he'll take it in Vegas. That's what they said. Mm-hmm. Which I understood. Yeah,
okay. Okay. No, stay right there. Tell me why you understand that.
Because if I go to Philly, it's your ref, it's your judges, the crowd against me. You get to pick the ring. You are the man in Philly.
Ain't that what A levels do? I mean, not A level. He's the man.
But how is he A level over me when both of us only won one title and neither one of us ain't won shit?
Come on, you say this shit to me all the time. You say this shit all the time. Who's making an offer? Wait a minute. Is they making an offer or Matthew making an offer?
Eddie Hearn. I don't know who Eddie Hearn is with. Is he with Matchroom or the Zone? Who is he with?
Eddie Hearn is Matchroom.
Okay, so Matchroom's making an offer.
And they boost in it. So again, who the A side?
Oh, he's that. I'm not disputing that. But
that's what I'm trying to tell you. So that's why.
What I'm saying is, just because you make the offer don't mean I got to accept it.
Exactly. That's what happened. They moved on. Mm-hmm. Why are we still talking about weight division? I mean, they ain't got nothing to do with what we're talking about. Well, Ryan ain't never been a champion. But Ryan got said it's a draw.
Anywhere. Ryan's never had any belt anywhere.
No, he's a draw. He no belt. Miss Sexton said Tank versus Bud. Why not? I think that would be better. Miss Sexton, you've been gone too long. Bud Corbin is 154.
Bud ain't worried about
135.
And Tank ain't worried about no damn Bud.
Exactly. What do you think Ryan Norman is worth? If it was me, I'm not Eddie Hearn. I'm just telling y'all the truth. And he just became email champion. I'm not giving him. No, you know what? I might just give him 900,000, 800,000. If he pushed me and cut my finger off, what I talked about today on the rebuttal report about Saudi, I might give him $1 million to fight Boots. That's it. Nothing else. That's just me. I would need to offer 1.7. Oh, Miss Ann in the building. Where you been? I was gonna call you today. I ain't seen you. Miss Ann. Don't be going AWOL. Money makes the world go round. Exactly.
Well, like you said, the way I see it is, they said that they want the offer. They're going to fight 3 times, make their money. They said they'll make way more money doing it that way. That's cool. The only caveat to that is,
what I say, if they lose, they will go back down.
Yeah, you better not lose now.
That's the chance he's taking.
Yep. And here's the other chance. Here's another chance that somebody taking. Boots better not go over there and lose in Germany either. Better not lose.
Yeah.
Better not lose.
You right.
Because if it's a close fight like the fight was here, if it looked like that fight was here, you might be in trouble, son. You might be in trouble. Because and I know, Lou, them European judges look at shit different.
I was going to call you today, but you probably was busy, Miss Ann. See what your ass doing. Where you been? You right, though, Mr. Sheldon, but, I would. This Boston game is tricky, man.
Yeah, don't lose now. Go over there and dominate that dude and stop that dude. Don't play with that dude. If you fuck around, get into a dog fight with that cat, you lose.
If you seen the last fight, it ain't gonna be nothing like that. You saying all that, I understand what you're saying, but it's a bigger chance Brian Norman losing before Boots Sanders.
Yeah, I think so. I think just by the eye test alone, Boots Ennis is the more talented guy.
What you do? You time King out? You do that? Please, Brian King. I can't do it. I don't know what you done did. I never too busy for my friend. Yeah, man. It's just boxing 1-on-1. And what I've been saying the last 2 weeks too, that it ain't too much stuff to talk about in boxing. But then you go on Twitter, see that timeline, you see some channels saying, well, boxing is kind of dry right now. You know?
But the only big fight we got coming up is the 14th?
That's next week. Fight? Yeah, Canelo and Edgar Berlanga next week.
Now, can you believe them suckers, man? Can you believe them little? You can't get no ticket for nothing less than $400, and they trying to charge $90 for the pay-per-view. That shit gonna flop. Ain't nobody paying $90.
That one sold out.
Huh?
That fight sold out.
No, that fight sold out as far as people buying the resale tickets. That fight was sold out.
If you go on there, exactly. The resellers got to sell it. If they don't, that's their problem. But they got all the money they want. You know how it goes.
Ain't nobody paying no $90 for that pay-per-view. I'm sorry.
You know what did I just say? You know, if the Sheik, well, it ain't the Sheik, this PBC. But if the Sheik wanted to do something, they should have made that fight $20.
Yeah, nobody paying no $90 for that.
But they got all them niggas to pay. See, they got all them people to pay. Caleb Plant on there. Nah, not Caleb Plant. Laura Garcia on there. Rolling on there. Laura and Garcia.
Ain't never made no money.
they gonna want some money. That's for sure.
I said Rolling ain't never made no goddamn money. Rolling don't cost much.
You know. Yeah, Voley talking about he put that Tank Davis payday out there. He made more than everybody.
Rolly full of shit. Rolly didn't make about $700,000. Rolly didn't make goddamn money.
He made about $800,000, something like that.
Yeah, he didn't make no goddamn money. Rolly lying. They can get Rolly for $500,000 right now. Rolly on the downside.
Sick of that Eddie Lowball, Brian Norman Jr. Well, you know. It's what it is. Some y'all might think it's low ball. He might think it's not.
See, that's what's so funny. You know what's so funny, Lou? That's why I laugh talking about it, because it don't matter what the fuck we think is low ball. He think it's low ball.
That's what I've been saying. It don't care what we think. He the promoter. He paying these niggas.
Yeah. Yep.
If he say this what it, I'm giving you, and I up 3 times, that's it. You know, move on.
No matter what we think, and that's what I love about the way the situation played out. Move on, fuck it. I don't want it. I'm gonna fight you. Fuck it.
So I'm starting to think Boo's gonna say fuck it and take that fight in Germany.
What choice does he have?
He got choices. If he really wants to, he can just drop it and say fuck it, man. Everybody got choices in life.
But if he just drops the belt and moves on, then he loses credibility. You know what I'm saying? You got the title. You wanted the title. You got it. Now defend the motherfucker. Defend it.
Yeah. But I don't think he'll lose credibility. He like, nigga, I just fought this dude and beat him.
Well, beat him again. You know, how many times did Ali fight Norton?
Well, that's the old days. I don't go back like that, man. We talking 2024.
Fight that nigga, man. If he's easy work, fight him. Beat him. Get him out the way.
Yeah, well, that's what they probably do.
Yep.
Brian wanted $2 million. Let me ask you, Seiko, would you give Brian Norman $2 million? I'm asking y'all niggas rich. Y'all, Mr. Shelton rich. He said he'd have gave it to him. All right. You gave him $2 million. So let me say this. Y'all don't think If you give Brian Norman $2 million to fight Boots Ennis, how much you giving Boots Ennis? How much you giving Boots Ennis? You got to give him 2.5 or 3 million. You're getting more than Brian Norman Jr.
Didn't they say Boots made $3 million his last fight?
Yeah. So if you Eddie Hearn, that means I'm giving Boots 3, giving Brian Norman 2, paying the undercard people. That's a lot of money for Brian Norman and Boots card.
And that was my whole point, Lou. When you gave Boots $3 million to fight Avanesian, you probably lost money.
You know?
Because I don't know how big that gate was, but what I do know,
they made some money on that gate. I heard though, they made some money on the gate.
The tickets was $80, so I don't know how much money they made.
Yeah,
I know how much the tickets were. Okay, so if you made money on that last one, and you telling us that Boots is the next superstar, he's a superstar in the making. He's got mad love in Philly. Why not give the nigga the $2 million and sell it out again? So,
because this is different. I didn't give David Avanesian $2 million.
But this ain't David Avanesian.
Well, who is he? See, that's the thing I'm keep dealing with y'all. I keep thinking this nigga like that. He's just a nigga that just got emailed the belt.
It doesn't matter if he's like that. He's the champion, and Boots got emailed the belt too.
Boots got emailed the belt
too. Who did email? Who Boots beat for the belt?
It doesn't matter. Boots is under Matchroom. I can give him whatever the fuck I want to.
Okay, well, pay the niggas that he want to fight.
Yeah, exactly.
And get the fight.
No, I don't have to do that. See,
this is the whole thing. This is the whole thing.
I don't have to do that.
And if you're not gonna pay him, then shut the fuck up.
I'm not going to shut up because this who they making offers to. I can pay.
I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about.
I know you said it. You said Norman. I can pay Boots Ennis whatever the fuck I want because he's under Matchroom Promotions. If I want to.
Then pay him what the fuck you want and fight somebody else because I don't want that shit y'all from me.
So Brian Norman, take it or leave. But the way you talk about the show, you know business don't run like that. That's why I'm not gonna get into you. It don't work like that in boxing.
No, I mean that's the bottom line. Shit, I don't want that. That's not enough for me.
Exactly.
Well,
go on and make it 253 times and see what you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm not taking that though. And that's all right. I'm not taking that. And then, hold on. And then you get the other fool from Ukraine say, "Yeah, I wasn't taking that shit either." Then Barrio said he didn't get on the phone.
I don't care about that shit. You can do all that shit. I don't care about the past niggas what they say.
Wasn't shit. So everybody's saying the shit wasn't shit.
I don't care about what they say.
Well, you obviously care about what Eddie says, so.
No, I ain't say Eddie. I said them other fighters. I don't. Eddie ain't even mentioned none of them why they said it. I don't. He don't. You care about it more than him.
Nah, I don't give a shit. I ain't give a dime.
You said that to me.
Nah, I ain't give a dime. I don't give a fuck what they do. We just having a conversation. I don't mean I give a fuck about what they do.
Boots versus Norman will cause these promoters to lose money because they are not household names. Yeah. But Boots under me, so I can give him what I want to give him. And Norman either accept what I give him or don't. And he didn't.
Wait a minute. Is Boots under contract to Matchroom?
Under contract with Matchroom.
That means that you got to give me what that contract says.
Two fight deal. Two or three fight deal with Matchroom, something like that.
Yeah. Right. So whatever's in that contract is what you got to pay him, right?
I don't know. We don't know how they. Do you know how they can change these contracts?
Yeah, they can change it up to the way they want, right?
So Dame is in the building. Oh, my sweetheart, Octavia in the building. You know, thanks for the $1 super chat, sweetheart. How you doing?
Hey, I'm finna go outside. I'm gonna come back a little later, though. I got something to do.
All right. But yeah, it's Freestyle Friday. Come on up in here. We're talking about, we are talking about Ryan Garcia saying Terrence Crawford's resume is trash and he'll knock him out. He hadn't fought no good fighter but Earl Smith and he was weight drained and wasn't nothing. So that's the interview of Ryan Garcia. He had a lot to talk about. We know Ryan got a lot to talk about. We know he got a lot to talk about. There's a link in the chat if y'all want to come on and talk some shit. How much are they paying Kern step aside? I don't know if they paying a step aside. We don't know what's going to happen yet, Ricardo. We don't know what's going to happen yet. We don't know. But who he's stepping aside against, and not Brian Norman Jr. And I don't think Kern going to take a step aside. You know, Kern promoter won the purse bid. So either Boots fight him or they stripping him. Kern and them won the purse bid. Eddie Hearn put a low purse bid in. So they fighting in Germany under Kern Promotions, whoever Kern promoter is in Germany. And either Boots going to take that 60-40 split, or whatever, 60-something, 45-35 split. Or he going to drop the belt and move on. So for that, Ricardo, we're going to have to wait and see what happens. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. If y'all football lovers, you know, the Rebuttal Entertainment NFL show comes back on this Sunday, 11 o'clock Eastern Time. Subscribe to the Rebuttal Entertainment. Hit that like button. Share. You know, we have a panel, a big panel, 10 people. You know, we're not going to be over talking to each other even because that mute button won't be on alert this year. I'm going to mute y'all asses. If Norman and his dad believe he can beat Boots, take the lesser pay. And then if or when he beats Boots, become the eighth side and the mammal. Miss Ann, I said that before you even came in here, baby. I said it last week. But you know how things is. They want the money. How they take the money, prove a point. Even if the fight was closed, they probably demanded a rematch. Or gave him a rematch clause. Why my face look puffy, man? Or give him a rematch clause. One or the other. You right? 1,000%, Miss Ann. The Cash App is open. The Super Chat is open. Thank Miss Sexy for the $2 Super Chat. Lorenzo for the $2 Super Chat. Octavia for the $1 Super Chat. I really appreciate it. Ricardo say, if they don't pay step aside, how was they going to make the fight with Brian Norman? Because of the unification. That unification outweigh mandatory. That's how. Unification outweigh mandatory, Ricardo. They ain't had to pay shit. The same guy that quit versus Tank. You can't make this up. What you talking about, Darren? Darren, what you talking about? Your face look puffy because you are a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I don't know. Maybe something bit me or something. Maybe you bit me, baby. Norman dad, Bill Haney, and Kid Austin dad will never let their sons become men. That's the Kid Austin dad. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. IBF rules say different. No, it don't. Go read them. IBF rule is no different than nobody else when it comes mandatory. I mean, in unification. You know, they're no different. But IBF is strict though. They will strip you. They don't care. They will strip you though. You're right. IBF, they don't care. But unification supposed to outweigh mandatory. But you know, I say it all the time. The sanctioning bodies runs boxing. The sanctioning bodies runs boxing. It is what it is. You know, these sanctioning bodies get to do, Ricardo, whatever the fuck they want to do. Ain't nothing nobody can say about it. Nothing at all. You know, I'll tell you to stop hating on Pittsburgh, baby, because your team ain't nowhere near the caliber of Pittsburgh Steelers. See you Sunday at 11 o'clock. Hit the link. How about that? Hit that link if you want to talk football. Other than that, shut it up. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, man. So like I said before, Ryan Garcia said in the interview today, Turnclough is trash. His resume is trash. You know, his resume is trash, and he said he can knock Turnclough out. You know, what you mean? How would they pose and unify without paying current? Unification. Maybe they would have paid him. We don't know. We don't know, right? We don't know. What's up, 2 cents, darling?
Rebuttal Entertainment. Press the like button. Make sure you subscribe. And make sure you let us know in the comments your 2 cents. But look, I came up here to ask you, right, about this Brian Norman thing. I think it's funny because, I mean, everybody got their opinion about it. And I don't know. I don't know who's wrong or right here. I just see so many different perspectives of how this could be. But if all that was needed was what they say, $300,000, $500,000, why didn't Bob just put up the money?
Good. It wasn't on Bob platform. You heard when Brian Norman them said, well, their manager said, and if you listen to the interview when it came on Twitter, I think they were with the Boston Voice, he said, we have to pay Bob 30%, 33% just for going across the street.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's not my responsibility to cover that fee for you.
Yeah,
because you're deciding to go against your promoter and come across the street.
Exactly. I'm with you.
I just don't get it though. Like, I don't know. I mean, I do. I mean, I guess I could see it, but then it's like you're not really thinking it through. You just like, he a champion, he got a belt, give him the money. When really the issue is not even that they per se want that much money. The issue is you got fees you got to pay for crossing the street. You got sanctioning fees you got to pay. You know what I'm saying? So it just, and then you try to leverage the fact that you knew I didn't want to fight this mandatory. So it was like, well, I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help you out.
Yep, that was part of the reason too. They knew he didn't want to fight Kern. You know, so they upped it. I'm like, he don't want to fight this dude. We're gonna make him pay us.
But I mean, looking from a Norman's point of view, I mean, it's boxing. Why not?
Yeah.
Like, let's shoot. Let's try it. Let's see what's up.
And it didn't work. It didn't work. And you know, I'm a businessman, and I tell people all the time, I wouldn't have did it either. I don't care. I wouldn't have. I can't see myself, even if you're a champion, you just became champion, and I know you only made $100,000, your biggest payday, and you want 5 times that.
But it's like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want this belt? How bad you don't want to fight Karen? How bad do you want it?
Evidently, they didn't want it bad enough. You know, Eddie like, fuck that. I'm not giving you $2 million. You're crazy. And what pissed me off about that, that's why I feel a certain type of way about this whole situation, 2 cents. And when his manager, like you just said so eloquently, all the bills they got to pay. Give Bob 33%. Now we got a belt. We got to pay sanctioning fees. You know what I mean? We got to pay Pepsi, Pepto. We got to pay Pepco. We got to pay all these bills. I'm Eddie. I don't give a fuck. Them your bills.
It comes to be the boss, don't it?
Exactly. You
ain't that what they tell them?
Yeah. Would you care if that was you?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's all subjective. Depends on how bad I wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, at this point, that wouldn't have even... let's be honest. If he would have been Brian Norman Jr., that wouldn't have really been no big of a deal after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
People would have downplayed it like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he was all that. Like, people would have downplayed it. So, I mean, it is what it is. I guess Eddie like, nah, we ain't doing that. But then it's just different, like, because it's like, is Eddie up to something? Like, what's going on? It's like a lot of mystery and drama behind it. So, it's like a soap opera. You got to just see how it play out.
Yeah, and now that it played out that way, they both going their separate ways. Brian Norman Sr. said, well, we can fight 3 times and make that money. Well, that means 4, 8, 12, 5, 10, 15. That means you will have to make about $600,000 to fight. So you lied, because it was $2 million, right? $2 million. They won it, right?
Yep.
So you will have to make like $600,000 for 3 fights. How the hell you going to make that?
I might be paying them $600 for being a champ. You don't think?
Bob cheap ass.
But guess what? They still got to pay taxes.
And that's what I said last time on the show. They don't think about, let's say they did give him $2 million, right? Out of all he paid, all that shit he was talking about, he got the taxes and everything. He'd at least walked away with $800,000. $800,000. You wouldn't have been happy with that. And your high payday was
to them. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't worth the risk.
Okay. Now,
if you willing to give me this, I'm willing to risk it.
Okay.
And if you really want what you want, then you willing to risk it. So. But I don't know what Eddie doing. I don't know what Eddie doing though, because now they're coming out and saying he's lowballing all the other champions. And that's what you was talking about earlier, I think. They saying he lowballing all the other champions, and it's just like.
Well, the way they said it was before they became champions. Sonoda's wasn't a champion when they negotiated. Boyo just became champion. Boy, all of them just became champion. Matter of fact.
Well, he just got the matchroom though. So when they was negotiating,
that's what I'm saying.
Because Crawford had them built.
So how can he lowball them?
That's right.
I've been saying this. So, like I said when Mr. Shelton was on here, maybe these fighters think they're worth more than what they are.
But you got to understand, this is where you got to learn from Terrence Crawford. You got to understand, I got something you want. I'm going to be crazy about getting it. You're going to give it to me, or I'm going to go on about my business.
Yeah.
Because hey, I ain't worried about it.
And let me say this. I want it. I don't want it that damn bad. Or I might want it that damn bad, but my promoter don't want it that damn bad. And he's the one doing the paying, not me.
They wanted him to take
no more than us 2 cents.
They wanted him to take the $500,000 out of his purse.
So
you heard me?
Yeah, I heard it. They want him to take the $500,000 out of his purse.
Yeah.
Would you have did that?
Depends on how bad I wanted it. Depends on where I was at. It depends on where I was at.
So let me get back to what you said about, okay, let's say now they both moved on, right? Right? What do you think? We don't know. What do you think Brian Norman Jr. next payday gonna be? We already know the guy he's fighting. Nobody knows who he is.
I think it's like a champion minimum, right?
I don't know. It depends on the promoter. I don't think it's a champion minimum. I have to look. That's one thing I don't know.
I think it may be a champion minimum of, I don't even know, let's say 300,000.
Tony, look that up. See if in boxing, do champion have minimum wage? Do a champion have a minimum wage? Look that up. I don't even know. But let's say, okay, 2 cents. Let's say it's 600,000, right? Let's say it's 600,000. Now, what did we just go through with Eddie Hearn about all the things I got to pay, right?
Right.
So when they deduct all that stuff, well, besides the so that means they don't have to give Bob that 33 because they'll be on
right.
But the other stuff, the manager he got to pay and all this other stuff, taxes and all this other stuff he was saying. How about they getting out that 300,000? How about that 600,000? They right back to what they made when the highest payday they ever made.
Well, I mean, but think about it this way. Now I can keep fighting.
Yeah.
I'm taking a risk in this fight. Who knows what might happen with my career? So
now, exactly. Thanks. I brought it up for you to say that. Now, if I lose, where do I go? You go back to the drawing board, right back to the bottom, making $75,000 to $100,000.
But I might as well just hold on to the belt and let Bob. But see, that's the thing. Like, what's the relationship with Bob? Because apparently he fed you, and you end up winning the belt. So, you know what I'm saying?
Darren say Hearn shouldn't have paid that toll. Now he's about to get Boots slaughtered at 54, earlier than expected. Hype train, you just hate Boots, man. And I think he's an undercard fighter too, fighting, but I don't think that, man. I'm just saying, it's the Rich Brothers reward.
He just did a main event. He ain't an undercard fighter no more.
Yeah,
just sold out.
Yeah, I can't call him that no more. You right.
And you got to remember also, Lou. You got to remember also, man. He don't think he gonna lose.
Yeah.
He don't think he gonna lose. He not going to the fight thinking he gonna lose.
Yeah. All right. But it's always an if. Cause
that ain't what I've been hearing on the YouTube streets. They've been saying he know he gonna lose. That's why he wants so much money. Which I'm like, why you think I'm finna pay you to lose?
2 cents. But 2 cents, that's just them. They talking. They ain't taking their punch. They not training. They don't know they just talking.
But 2 cents is right. And I've been saying that though. How good is the fight as Brian Norman Jr.? Do we really know? Only thing we know, the last fight he did, it was a good fight, but we know him because of what? Sparring wars, right?
Right. But see, and that's a two-edged sword you're using right there. But that's a two-edged sword you're using right there. Because Boots ain't fought no goddamn body either. So how do you know how good he is?
Why hasn't Boots fought nobody? If Boots ain't fought nobody, then he fought Casper.
Yeah.
Huh? Say it again, 2 cents.
If Boots ain't fought nobody, then Brian Norman then fought Casper.
Yeah, neither one of them ain't fought nobody. They both in the same boat to me.
Nah.
I can't name one big name dude that Booster fought.
He beat Villa.
Who is Villa? Villa's a 35-pounder who moved up.
What?
Man, Mr. Sheldon, stop the
bullshit. His first fight at 147 pounds was Rashidi Ellis. Look it up.
Okay, well, let's do it this way. Y'all like doing this anyway. Who fought more named fighters?
What? Who? Lipinets?
Castile Clayton, Lipinets, Villa. People know them fighters.
Albanese.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody knew nothing. Come on, man. Now you capping. Ain't nobody knew nothing about no motherfucking Roman V until he beat Rashidi Ellis. Nobody knew that dude. Come on, man. Stop.
Why didn't he the one? Who did he beat? Who else? Saki Foss or the other nigga?
He beat Rashidi Ellis.
Rashidi Ellis beat the mess out of him.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Rashidi Ellis?
Exactly. But people know these guys.
Nobody.
Okay, now name people. Oh, wait a minute. We named some people. Name some people Brian Norman for.
Santillan, who beat the hell out of
okay. How many people know Santillan in this chat? Santillan. Go in the chat. Anybody know him?
Huh?
Don't nobody in the chat.
Nobody knew. But he beat the number one contender in the WBO. You knew who Rocha was. He was the number one contender in the WBO when he beat him.
Man.
Beat him down too. Stopped him in the 5th round.
No, I'm not stopping it. I'm not going to stop because I don't care about neither one of them. But we're going to tell the truth.
You're not listening. You're not listening. I said Santillan stopped Rocha in the 5th round. That's what I said.
Who was Rocha?
Okay.
He was the number one contender in the WBO, was he not?
Okay.
Yes.
Was he not number one?
But like she said, who is Rocha?
Like I said, he was the number one in the WBO. Who was over him? Crawford?
Wait a minute. Didn't Rocha get stretched 2 fights ago?
He got stretched by Santillan.
Exactly.
That's the guy who stretched him.
And Chantilly got stretched by Brian Norman, right?
Norman beat that guy. And then Norman beat that guy. Knocked him out.
Now, if we go in the chat and ask them people, do they know any of these fighters? What you think they're gonna say?
They're gonna say no. They're gonna say no. And that's what I'm saying. Neither one of them dudes done fought anybody. So they need to fight each other.
If you know boxing, Mr. Sheldon, I understand
better competition. You can
exactly,
agree, right?
Exactly. And it
what
always
what you say too, Sarah? What she say?
But Boots has fought the better competition, right?
Oh my God! If you say that, I'm deleting your ass on this show.
Yeah, because Delorme was a champion and Lipinets was a champion. Yes.
What was Castile Clayton?
Nothing. Never won nothing, never beat nothing.
You sure he
never
wasn't
won nothing, never beat nothing? No, he wasn't no champion. He never won nothing, never beat nothing.
But the point is, man, and Boots is under his promoter is the one promoting these fights. So he's gonna always exactly. So you can't make no comparison with it.
I understand that. I'm just saying you can't tell me that Boots is some world beater when he ain't fought nobody.
Who's saying that? I don't think nobody on this panel saying that.
That's what, no. Now you ain't been listening. That's what they saying all around the channels. That Boots is the man. He's the next Roy Jones.
Well, I said on this panel.
On this panel, ain't nobody saying that. No,
do you think Boots a world beater?
I think he's beating them whoever he's fighting.
How do you think the Brian Norman and Boots fight would have went?
I don't know. I think it's a 50-50 fight.
I thought the 2 cents. Then I go to you, Michelle. Go ahead, 2 cents.
Yeah.
I feel like Brian Norman got some things he needs to work on. Like he really needs to tighten up his defense. But apparently, allegedly, he got all this power, and he likes to fight on the inside, which I don't think Boots would let him on the inside, just keep him at the end of his jab. But I think Boots beat him, break him down and beat him.
Who you putting your money on, Miss Shelton?
It's a 50-50 fight. I'll put some money on both of them.
Money on?
Both of them?
See, now you're gonna be politically incorrect. And I'm a gambler on the show. Everybody knows this. Not you.
both of them. Shit.
If you had $100, if they tell you fuck the 50-50, you got to put that $100 on one fighter. Who you putting it on? Just tell them.
Who would I put it on?
No, it ain't that much thing to stop.
If it's in Philly, I'll say this. If it's in Philly, I'm putting it on Boots.
I'm putting it
on Boots.
Okay. And y'all know I don't care for Boots. I'm putting it on Boots if it was in Idaho, North Dakota, Alaska, Delaware. I'm putting the money on Boots in this. Because I've seen Brian Norman fight. I've seen him fight.
Well, like I said,
I watched his fight. He has no defense. Wait a minute, Mr. Sheldon. Wait a minute. He has no defense. None. He swings wild looping punches. In the fight before they stopped, when he got cut, he was getting his ass whooped.
Did he lose?
It was a no contest because of the cut.
Okay. And he came back and beat the dude, right? The next fight?
No, they didn't fight. No, it wasn't no rematch.
Oh, they didn't fight? Okay. Oh, okay. Well, look, like I said, if it's in Philly, I'm putting my money on Boots. If it's in Vegas or somewhere else, I'm going to go with the odds.
Thursday, he beat Raheem the Barber on West Philly Avenue. Boots a hype job with a party record. Delorme was not a champion. Okay, I knew he wasn't. I just was saying it. But Delorme fought good champions. So, but, it ain't happening. So, if we really think about it,
so Mr. Shelton, let me ask you a question, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Who would you like to see him fight at 147 to make you feel like he's fought somebody?
At 47?
Yeah.
I think the best guy down there is Stanionis. I think Stanionis is better than Barrios. I want to see him fight Stanionis.
Stanionis not making the fight.
Stanionis said they lowballed him.
He got fees.
That's what he said. He said he said the offer was so low that he didn't even get on the phone.
Now, 2 cents before Mr. Shelton was on here, man, you talked about this. Remember just now. Now, Mr. Shelton, how can they lowball Stanionis and he wasn't even champion when they were trying to make that fight?
And that's what I was saying earlier before I had to go do something. It doesn't really matter what we think or anybody thinks. Stanionis and his people thought.
Exactly. And that's what I said. Are they overpricing themselves? They
might be. I mean, it's been going on for a while. This isn't the first time a fighter overpriced himself, is it?
Yeah.
Is the first time?
Now, 2 cents. Now, since all this stuff has come to fruition, can we say it might not be Al Heyman that's putting these dudes, making these dudes fight one fight a year? Maybe they all think they worth something that they not. Can we agree?
Yeah, like the more you get paid, the less you fight. Why you think Terrence Crawford fought once a year?
Mm-hmm.
Like you gotta watch that Eddie Hearn.
You can see that.
You gotta watch that Eddie Hearn Andre Ward interview.
I watched it. I played the whole thing on the show.
You can see that in all combat sports. 2 cents. Look at McGregor. McGregor got all that money. What did he do?
But I wasn't talking about people getting the money. I'm saying maybe they not getting the fights because they telling Al that they want this amount of money.
And then if I pay you this amount of money, I can only pay your opponent this amount of money. So
that's the point I'm making.
That kind of depends on the quality of opponents you fight.
Right. Once they touch some big money, now they think they're supposed to get big money for everybody.
That's Turkey with that. You all over there with Turkey and Eddie Hearn in the picture, probably thinking they're gonna financially back you, but you got to go to 54.
But see, that's where they got Turkey. That's where they got Turkey messed up at. Turkey don't mind paying you, but if Turkey gonna pay you, you gonna fight who he wants you to fight, not who you want to fight.
Yeah, and
it's the same thing as any other promoter, damn near.
Yeah, and if he's gonna pay you big money, you're gonna fight who he wants you to fight. So the core fight, Cadena, right? Turkey ain't. That's not his fight. That's Matchroom fight. Because the rumor was, and I told y'all it wasn't true. Shakur was getting $5 million. Eddie Hearn said that shit ain't true.
Who said that shit?
Tim Bradley.
Shakur ain't never made no $5 million.
No, he was going to make $5 million for the Cadena fight. Tim Bradley said that what he was going to make.
Hell no.
And I waited till the truth came out, and the truth came out. He said, y'all got to stop listening to these people.
Where they holding that fight at? Where the Cadena fight going to be at?
Who said, where is that? Is it in LA or somewhere?
Saudi.
I think it's in LA somewhere.
You talking about the Cadena fight?
Yeah, where that's at?
Yeah.
Ain't that in Saudi?
Oh, I don't even know. That's all talking about. I've been paying attention to
that. Hey, wait a minute. If it's in Saudi, he might be getting some money.
He's not getting $5 million. Eddie Hearn said he's not getting it. Eddie Hearn paying the money. So.
Oh, it's Eddie Hearn's fight. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, if it's Eddie Hearn's fight, then yeah, Eddie Hearn know what he getting paid.
Exactly. See, when people fail to realize about Eddie Hearn, when people fail to realize, a lot of these guys who not signed under Eddie Hearn, they ask him for advice, and he's their what they call it,
advisor.
Advisor, yes, he's their advisor. He advised Devin and Ryan. Ryan wasn't listening, and look what happened.
You mean Devin wasn't listening?
Yeah, Devin wasn't listening. He said that BBC did call. Shakur said no. I ain't never get a chance to ask you what you thought about that. Remember, everybody kept saying PBC ain't do nothing. Your man Larry Lopez Hannibal always come in there with an offer and ain't nobody call. And now when the truth comes out, they don't need to come around no more.
They always do that.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
When they find out the truth, they don't come around. They don't even want to be seen.
They'll come back when some more rumors in their favor come out.
Exactly. It's just so unfortunate. But while you're on here, 2 Cents, and I know how you feel, but I want you to tell Mr. Shelton how you feel. What do you think about what Ryan Garcia said about about Terrence Crawford resume?
You're right. And it ain't that you haven't fought nobody with names. It's when you fought these people.
Yeah.
That's the issue. But he's a great strategist.
He's a great strategist?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Shelton, what you think about that? You know, your favorite fighter? You know, all they say is, well, he's going to Hall of Fame. Of course, with the accolades. But when I used to say, if you take the accolades away, what do you have? Like Ryan said in the interview.
An undefeated fighter?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who ain't been in a close fight? The last close fight he had was the last one. That's the last time he been in a close fight. Before that, he hadn't been in a close fight in about 10 years.
That's not true. Remember, the one-legged guy was a close fight. Until he knocked him out. Until he knocked him out.
Okay, so it was a close fight until it wasn't, right?
Sean Porter fight was a close fight until he knocked him out. Come on, man. I can rebuttal all that bullshit you talking.
Until it wasn't.
You mean until Kenny Porter threw in the towel.
Until it wasn't.
You know, we talk facts over Philly. We're not going to let you get away with the bullshit.
Okay, well, how many losses do Ryan Garcia got?
How many what?
How many losses does Ryan Garcia have?
We got 1 or 2. 1?
1.
Tank Davis, right?
Okay, how many?
Yep.
How many losses do Terrence Crawford have?
He got 0. What do that matter?
Okay.
But the fact that you have 0 losses make me want to look into your resume even more.
Okay, well go. But this is what you do. This is what I always say, 2 Cents. Anybody who's saying he ain't fought nobody and you're around his weight class, go beat him then. Since he's trash, he can't fight, and he ain't shit, go beat him.
Well, too late. He's a tyrant.
Nobody ever said that though.
That's what they say. That's what Ryan said today.
Nobody's saying that. Everybody say question his resume, but they always compliment him on his
trash. He ain't fought nobody. That's what Ryan said.
Then he said, "Nah, he's a good fighter. He was just being hyperbolic."
Okay, well, go beat him then. You say you want to go up to 54. When your suspension is up, you the money man, going up to 54 and beat him if he's still around. Go beat him.
Well, it's too late because he's retiring like a coward.
He's not retiring.
I know. I'm just messing with Miss. He know I'm messing with him. He know I'm messing with him because he know I agree with him. He know I agree with him.
I'm not one of them delusional Crawford fans. I understand that the man is 37 years old. He might have one good fight left. And he knows that. He ain't trying to stick around.
Don't drink. He always in the gym.
That don't mean nothing. He's 37. Time waits for nobody. Time is only Father Time is undefeated. Undefeated.
1,000%. We don't know about the Spawn Wars. He been fighting forever, you know. And like I said before, I'm bullshitting with Mr. Shelton. He know this. I agree. Why would you take the chance, even though I want him to take the chance, because I want him to get his head knocked off. I want him to take the chance. Why would you take the chance to fight these young guns who's 25, 26, 27, 28? They throwing thunder. You moving up to a bigger weight class. Them people can absorb them punches, especially when you ain't got those special made gloves on.
Let me ask you this, 2 Cents. Let me ask you this one question. What happens to all great fighters when they hang around too long?
What you mean hang around too long?
When they fight longer than they should. What happens to all great fighters when they fight longer than they should?
They get beat.
They get beat. Terrence Crawford is not an exception to the rule. If he hang around too long, somebody gonna whip that ass.
But look, you just asked me what happened to all great fighters. They hang around until they get beat.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. They hang around until they get beat. So you saying most of them will fight until somebody beat them, then retire.
Exactly.
You know,
except Andre Ward. You just said it. I completely agree.
Exactly. 1,000%, man. 1,000% correct. But Terrence Crawford is not willing to take that chance. His last fight is going to be, his last fight is even going to be.
Mr. President, after I destroy Washington, D.C., I will destroy another major city every hour on the hour. That is, unless, of course, you pay me $100 billion.
So it's either going to be that
or retirement.
Or he's retirement.
Let me make this point real quick to what Mr. Shelton just said. That's why Earl Spence is great, because even with the car accidents, the eye surgeries, and everything he's been through, he hung around until he got beat.
I never said he wasn't a great fighter.
But
I love Earl Spence. Earl Spence was a dog in there. Earl Spence just wasn't good enough to beat the other guy. That's all. That's all it was.
Exactly. You hang around till you find the person that can beat you.
Did Earl Spence, Mr. Shelton, did Earl Spence let his pride get in the way when he fought Terrence Crawford?
Probably.
Of course he did.
Should he have took a tune-up?
It depends. Like if he knew what condition he was in and he can't just be taking extra fights, I'm thinking maybe that's why he did that. Like, I don't know if he really gonna come back. I don't see it.
Mr. Shelton and that fake little killer dog. But I'm with you. I don't think he should come back. I don't think he's mentally ready to come back. I think he done made enough money. Even though I talk a lot of shit about Earl Spence Jr., Earl Spence Jr. did it the right way. He tried to take all the belts and become undisputed. But I think his ego and pride got in the way when his advisor and manager and people tell you to move up to 54 and fight Crawford there and not at 47. But he didn't outweighed everything.
Well, what he didn't want was people doing what people is doing now, saying you ducked Crawford, you didn't want to fight Crawford, you ran up to 54. He didn't want that.
And he probably knew he ain't got that many fights left.
Yeah.
I know one thing. I hope he don't get in the ring with that tall dude. I hope he just let it go.
He better let it go, because the Tower Inferno gonna wax that ass.
Don't fight that dude. He gonna beat you up.
This will be the greatest comeback in boxing history.
No, it won't.
Of our era.
Because a lot of people still think Earl Spence. If you go look at his fans, man, on Twitter, they still think he can
beat that guy. They still think he can beat that guy.
Not just him. They think at 54 he can beat Crawford.
Well, he might be able to now. I mean, Crawford, 37 in September? This month. He's 37.
He can't. Right? Styles make fights, man. He ain't going to beat Crawford. He's too slow.
Yeah, from what I saw, it's probably bad. I don't know, man. A 37-year-old dude, man. I don't know. I'll tell you what I did learn. I'll tell you what I did learn, 2 cents. In that Madrigal fight, putting on that extra weight, he did not look fast at all, did he?
Heck no. So how fast people think he's going to be at 68?
Yeah, well, I've been saying that for how long now, Mr. Shelton? He got to put 14 more pounds of muscle on to fight Canelo. See, that's why I say these people get on my fucking nerves and they're delusional.
Yeah, I don't know how, I love Crawford. I think he's the best out there right now. But going up to 68, that's a lot. That's a lot. Especially against a dude who experienced at that weight and taking them shots from the bigger dudes. That's going to be rough. I don't know how you pull that off. Because if he catch you, now you may be able to outbox him because Canelo is slowing down. But if he catch you, it's over.
What is boxing? What kind of boxing do Terrence Crawford does? He don't move around the ring like Shakur.
No, he keeps you in his jab and try to fight on the inside. Walk you in the shots. He try to walk you in the shit.
Exactly. So that's not, you can't box Canelo like that. You try to move around that ring, give him angles, put that jab in his face, and keep moving.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know if at 37 he can move it. No, Charlo just shit the bed.
No. He gonna run
I understand, but no, Ms. Shelton, 2 cents is right, what she's saying. But he did too much movement, Charlo. He did too much movement. Yeah, now, if Crawford can move like that and still give him anger, because you know Crawford the dog, he's going to try to fight. But if he can move like Charlo did, but still fight a little bit, he might have a chance.
But see, that's the problem right there, 2 cents in Lou. That's the problem. Crawford ain't gonna move like that. Crawford gonna try to fight.
Exactly.
Like he tried to fight Madrimov.
He can't fight Canelo like that.
He ain't gonna fight Canelo like he gonna sit in there. It's gonna come a point in that fight where Canelo gonna corner him and Crawford gonna stand and fight. Crawford ain't gonna run, and that's gonna be his downfall. Because I don't think he can take Canelo's shots.
He know he can't.
Exactly.
I don't think he knows that. He probably believes he can win.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. If you hear what Bomac saying, what Bomac been talking these last weeks and stuff, Bomac even know that, you know, he don't want that fight.
What did Bomac say?
He said he don't want the fight. He say, you know, basically saying that, you know, 68 is the lie. You know, I still think my fighter can do it and stuff like that. But you can see it. You can hear it in his voice. You know,
I just don't think. I mean, it's just me. I could be biased. It could be. You can call it what you want. I just don't think anybody at the top level goes into any fight thinking they're gonna lose.
Yeah,
I don't think they do.
Of course, yeah, of course. Unless you Shakur Stevenson fighting Tank Davis.
That's a running joke. I don't think Shakur think he gonna lose.
Man,
he may lose. But I don't think he gonna lose. I don't believe he thinks that.
Didn't Eddie Hearn basically say in that interview?
Who was Eddie Hearn? Eddie Hearn ain't taking no punches.
But Eddie Hearn is the advisor for Shakur Stevenson.
That don't mean that Shakur think he gonna lose.
They talk. He basically said he didn't want the Tank fight.
Okay, but maybe you don't want it. Maybe he does.
No, fuck that. You do all that hollering and screaming, calling them out. Wait a minute. Taking pictures with your chains on, showing your little bird ass chest. You know, doing all this, that man ducking me and all this stuff. Then when you get a chance to make the fight, you run and tuck your ass.
When did you get a chance to make the fight?
Lou? He's not ready for the fight, Lou.
Exactly. See, Ms. Shelton been out of the loop.
And that's okay.
When was the fight offered?
Take his time and get ready for the fight so it could be the best fight we can watch.
Well, shut up.
When was the fight offered? When was the fight offered, Lou?
When they called them and they said no. They could have went into negotiations.
Oh, when they called him? They called him a month ago or something?
I just told you when. Did that just show you not listening, Michelle? I just said it.
No,
Eddie Hearn said they called.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. I didn't know all that.
Exactly. Because you told me you've been out of the loop.
Yeah, I've been out of the loop. I didn't know they called Shakur and he said no.
They said no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want to fight then.
So all that stuff, like 2 cents always say, they cap it. I mean, it is what it is.
Hey, look,
that's why I don't listen to people who do all that calling out. I never believe in it.
I don't need to hear nothing else, man. If the fighter say no, that's all I need to hear. If the fighter said no, I don't want to fight, then that's all you need to hear.
If negotiations are public, that's usually a sign that the fight not happening.
Yep.
So let me ask you this, 2 cents. Let me ask you this. So what you just said. You said negotiating in the public usually means the fight's not happening, right? That's what you said?
Right.
So do you think that it was a good idea for Ennis and his team to go public with he turned the fight down and all that shit?
Well, that wasn't the ones that did it first. Norman them did that stuff. That's the one did that stuff.
No, they just said he turned down the fight.
Brian Norman and them was on the Boston Voice every fucking day about this fight. Every day.
Yeah. I'm talking about how it started.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you said, do I think it's a good idea, Mr. Shelton?
Yeah, do you think that's a good idea? That's my question.
I think it was a genius idea from a marketing standpoint. Because before, you know, the hardcore fans probably knew who Brian Norman was, but you know, nobody wasn't really paying attention. Now after this, you got every YouTube channel talking about Brian Norman, people debating about it. You own the channels every day, people talking about Eddie Hearn. Like, you built a name for yourself, and now you're starting to build a fan base, and people are going to watch you fight. Now, what you do with that is on you, because if you listen to one of those interviews Brian Norman's dad did, he said you gotta attach your name to a fighter. And when he said that, I was like, is that what he doing? Because we went through all these crazy negotiations, and then the next day you announce a fight for me?
Well, I'll say this. If you go attach your name to a fighter, why not attach your name to the number one fighter in your division?
Exactly. They could have all been in on it. You never know. Building a fight for later.
Never know. Because, see, that's what me and Lou was talking about earlier before you came on. You know, back in my day, what did the young fighters do? In my day, the young fighters, you're supposed to call out the top dog. Am I right?
Used to be, but now you got to be respectful, apparently.
Exactly. You better be, or you ain't getting the fight.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Stuff don't change, man. Time don't change.
I see, man. Because I know you remember, Lou. I don't know how old 2 Cents is, but you remember motherfucking Ali rented a bus and followed Sonny Liston all around the country, did he not?
Yeah.
Wherever you at, I'm at.
Y'all see how they did Ryan Garcia when he was acting crazy?
Yeah.
They're not going to let you act like that. It's going to be a big deal. They're going to say you should drop out the fight.
But, I'm starting to see what Eddie Hearn is doing. I got to look at it. He about to get Devin out the picture. If Devin take that fight, he's going to lose. What up?
He's supposed to fight Liam Perro, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. I don't think Devin should take that.
Have y'all noticed this pattern when these fighters go against their promoters, they lose?
Yep.
Yeah.
But Devin don't have a promoter.
You got DHP, right?
Oh shit.
Yeah, but listen, he went against Eddie's advice.
Yeah, 1000%. I played that whole tape on my show. When Eddie said that, and said, but his ego thought he was bigger than with a brand. He say they is bigger than Tank and Ryan. I said, oh yeah.
What caught me in the interview was this, y'all. Eddie said he walked in the dressing room before the fight. It's 30 motherfuckers in there. He got 6 trainers. It took him 45 minutes to put his little uniform on. He said he was looking around like, oh, this ain't gonna end well. This is bad. And then after the fight, he said he went back in the dressing room, wasn't nobody in there.
I'm telling you,
nobody.
Man,
all left.
I think that is, besides the fight, how it went, I think that mentally, like, to been believing, like it's like your bubble getting busted.
Right.
And I can't imagine how that feels. Like, you really thought you was near Tank level. Imagine just being brought back down to earth by Ryan Garcia. Like, you thought Ryan Garcia was so weak, you stood in front of him and tried to fight him.
Yeah. 1000%. I mean, remember in the press conference, they said they dared Ryan Garcia to meet them in the middle of the ring. That's what he said. And he also said this, remember?
That Ryan hasn't gotten much better since the amateurs. Why do you guys feel that way?
I mean, whatever Ryan is going to come and go do, Devin does better. Devin going to beat him at his own game. He said he wants to fight, and he wants to fight in front of the people, a fight that the New York people deserve, because you don't come here playing, and that's just what he's going to do. He's going to go beat his ass on April the 20th in Brooklyn in front of everybody.
Bill, you got a new name on social media. If he dies, Bill. How do we change the narrative of Devin Haney, stepping on the gas and punishing fighters on Saturday?
Well, I mean, all you got to do is do all the antics and all the disrespect that he's done, and that's what's going to happen to the next opponent, any opponent after. This is what we have a standard and of what we're going to accept and what we're going to go for. And Ryan has stepped over the line on numerous times, and this is what it is. It's going to be a legal homicide for all that suicide shit that he did.
See?
Yeah, it's kind of like I don't know, back in the day when the Patriots played the Bears in the Super Bowl, they really thought they had a chance to win until the first quarter was over.
Yeah, and what gets me, man, in 2 cents, all these daddies, man, that start to be with these sons, man, they can't fight for them. Schofield, you can't fight for your son.
Oh, he is sickening. He is sickening. That dude is sickening. He needs to shut up. He talks way too much.
You don't like Schofield?
Hell no.
Talk way too much.
Floyd Schofield Sr., whatever he is, needs to shut up.
This one. He beat that one. He did this. You a bitch. You a hoe. You come on, man. You 50 years old. Come on, bro. You ain't got to do that.
He keep talking about spawn wars. You don't win fights in spawn. Ask Frank Martin.
They not good as Bill.
That dude is hilarious. And it would be different, it would be different 2 cents if Floyd Schofield Jr. had titles and he's an undefeated fighter for sure, but he had world titles and world champions he beat under his belt. But you ain't fought nothing, boy. You ain't beat nobody.
I don't even watch his videos. I think I might have seen 1 or 2 videos, and he was a little zesty-ish to me.
Yeah, 1,000%. I seen when on Twitter when him and Coach got into it. I was in here crying.
Coach who?
Coach
Malachi.
Oh, well, he got to do with Coach.
Oh man, Coach went to his house and everything.
Hell no, that thing had to be fake.
You didn't see that 2 cents?
No, I don't watch.
That stuff be on Twitter. See, you ain't on Twitter like that. They was arguing on the interview. What's my guy named Two-Tone, the superstar, put it up. Man, he said Coach came in the house, said your son is the greatest and all this, and then Coach backtracked when Coach got on his show, and they was hollering, screaming. Coach said, "What the fuck's wrong with this guy?" But why did you, Coach, going over this nigga house?
Yeah, that's a little much right there. Yeah.
You was over my house saying this and that. You got, man, I'm in here crying. I said, oh my God, these people are gone crazy, man. And that's how it is, man.
And that's one of the things I like about you, Lou. That's why I can talk to you, because you don't have no emotional attachment to these dudes.
Nah.
See, I can't deal with people who have emotional attachments to dudes who don't know you and probably wouldn't piss on you if you was on fire.
Exactly. And the thing about Mr. Sheldon, they don't know. I done interviewed more people than all these guys. They go on my list. Franchon Cruz, Cool Boy Steve, the Durrell, the Petersons, all the little young fighters, Scooter, Richard Hitchens. I done interviewed them all. It's right there, go look at the links. And I have no attachment to none of them. Only one I really, because he's from DC, Young Scooter, and Jaleel Hackett.
I had an emotional attachment to one fighter my whole life, and you probably know who it was.
It's one of them old school dudes. I know that.
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, see, but you know, I just don't do that. I'm not going over these nigga houses 210. I'm not interviewing these dudes over nobody's house and telling your son is a great thing in the world. I'm not doing all that shit, man. You know, it is what it is, man. But
because I thought boxing was dead when Ali retired, and guess what happened?
What?
It kept going on.
Yeah,
it kept going on.
T say Jaleel Hackett is my favorite guy. Yeah, I fuck with Jaleel Hackett. You know, but out of all of them, I interviewed Shushu Currington the most. I think I interviewed Shushu like maybe 5 or 7 times.
Speaking of that, I like Shushu. I think he's a real good young fighter. Now, with that being said, do you think he needs one more fight before he start entertaining the champions up there, or you think he's ready now?
I think they trying to next year. They're going to try to make Shushu and the monster next year in the United States. Bob is saying. So I think he need like 1 or 2 more fights. What do you think, 2 cents? I really think he need like 1 or 2 more fights if Shushu gonna fight the monster Hindu. You know, Ms. Shelton.
I think the only thing that really Monster has over Shushu is experience. He got the championship experience. He's been in all these championship fights. But, you know, we really don't know what Monster going to look like at 126. He ain't never fought there before.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we got to see.
Okay. T say, I think he's ready for the champion in his division. He's not ready for the monster. So, you know, so in the monster fight 122, so that's saying a lot, Teach.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the same thing Teach said. I don't know what this dude gonna look like at 126. He might get up there and get his ass whooped.
Yeah.
That'll be
fight the guy I want him to fight. Especially if he fight the guy I want him to fight.
And people forget this, Lou. That'll be his 5th division, bro.
Yeah.
So I don't know how he gonna look.
Well, like I said, it's time for him to move up. People ain't gonna keep taking these mediocre fights. Even though if they show the people who was at his fight in Japan, Mr. Shelton, you know, it wasn't a sellout.
Where did he fight at?
He fight where he normally fight at.
Because if he fought at the Saitama Super Arena, that shit hold like 70,000 people.
Well, whatever fight he normally fight at, and this one, whatever it was, he didn't sell it out. So I think they probably getting tired of him fighting normal people. You guys, man, eventually your fan base wants you to fight the best. They will get tired of you too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Caesar Hindu is moving at a good pace, but he's up there in age. He ain't moving at no good pace. He need to move it up.
He's 31, Luke.
Mm-hmm. You know, so he's going to have to move up next year, and we're going to see what happens when he moves to 126. I think that will be his last weight class. He's not moving up no more, and I think the fights will become harder once he starts fighting American fighters. That's just my opinion.
Who we got at 126?
Well, we got Shushu up there. We got Brandon Figueroa up there.
Yeah, Brandon.
People acting like that Brandon Figueroa fight is gonna be so easy for in a way because he gets hit.
No, that's not gonna be easy. Yeah. I don't know who thinks that.
Brandon Figueroa get hit too much.
Yeah, he get hit, but he throw punches back. And with Monster, if you can take that dude punch,
let you breathe.
If you can take his punch, yes.
That's what I'm saying. He don't let you breathe. He stay on you. Ain't gonna be no dancing and boxing and none of that shit. Ain't gonna be none of that. You gotta fight that dude.
He gonna make you fight 12 rounds, especially if you can't take him up out of there. And I ain't never seen him get hurt and taken up out of there. You know,
anyway, got that power though.
Yeah, do we have it at 126? Because you know he got them Terrence Crawford gloves. I'm just saying.
We don't know. That's the whole thing. That's what I was saying earlier too. So I don't know what he's gonna look like at 126. He ain't never fought up there before. That dude came all the way from what, 112, Lou?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens though.
No, sometimes you peak as a boxer your weight class. I think Crawford peaked at 54. He can't go no further. You peak. I think Tank will peak at 40. He can't go no further. Devin, see, his problem is, what I always say, 2 cents, sometimes your body puts you in a weight class that your talent can't handle.
So who beats? So in your opinion, Lou, who beats Crawford at 54?
I'm not saying they beat him. I'm saying it will be a hell of a fight if we fight any of them dudes. Tim Tszyu, Bolichuk that just fought Virgil Ortiz, the Tower Inferno. Just think, all 4 of them is good fights.
Yeah, those are good fights. All those are good fights.
Like you said, he's 37.
He's 37 years old. You're right.
Bigger weight class, so that means they taking them punches you throw them.
Yeah, bigger dudes too. Them dudes like 6 foot, 6'2".
Yeah. So when you go up and wait and keep fighting these dudes, shit happens. Martha was in and out. Crawford was hitting him with the kid zinc sometimes. He kept coming.
Bigger dude, stronger dude, younger dude.
Tim Tszyu got popped. He can take a punch.
Yeah, he can fight. He's a tough dude. Tim Tszyu's a tough dude.
And he keep coming. See? That's why I don't, I get on Crawford a lot, you guys, but I don't blame him. It's the risk worth the reward. How much money you giving me for fighting these motherfuckers?
Exactly. That's the same page I'm on. You want me to fight him? You got to pay me.
And he at the point with people hearing, I've been said it, that he's not going to fight these dudes, either Canelo or nobody.
Look, I think what people not real. I think what the boxers not realizing is by them doing stuff like that, I think it's gonna eventually lead to them getting paid less and less, because you're gonna have like what Turkey's doing, trying to create a league, and you want to charge $20 pay-per-views. Like, imagine if Turkey got a league and he charges $20 pay-per-views. He's not gonna be paying those fighters no whole lot of money, and so, because fans want to see certain fights and these fighters are holding out and don't want to make them, I think it's going to lead to, quote unquote, all the promoters coming together, fighting under one boxing league where whatever fight they want can be made, and people will be more willing to make them because they're getting paid less money, like UFC.
I don't think that's never happening.
You don't see it?
No, not at all.
Because then the promoters will make more money.
Yeah, but
no, I think they would make less. I think they'll actually make less.
How are they making more money, 2 cents?
This is the thing, 2 cents. This is what you got to look
at.
They'll
keep more of their money.
Give up all their power to one dude. Why would they want to give up all their power to one dude making all the fights? They wouldn't want to do that.
I don't know. I'm just saying, because if there's a way that they can make more money by doing this, because they'll be keeping more of their money. Like, I ain't paying you $3 million. I'm paying you 1.2 or whatever.
Well, do you know most of the money is not their money? Most of these dudes go to banks and get their money and get the loan.
I'm not saying it's their money personally.
Mm-hmm. But that's a long shot. Like I said, I don't think it's going to ever happen. They might work with him, like they did when they made that other. When he had all them fights on the same card. When Al Heyman gave him some of them fighters to fight on the card, they might do that to help get them guys paid. But they would never give him full power of PBC.
No, I'm not saying give him full. I'm not saying give anybody full power.
So I don't think that. And I think in a couple of years, I don't know how it's going to be, because if some of the best fighters, I'm not saying the best fighters in the world, but when you got Crawford, Crawford might not even be with Sheik no more, because they said Sheik is mad at Crawford because he won't fight Virgil Ortiz. So when you got Crawford,
is that true? If that's true, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Crawford
that's
pissed
true.
off everybody he worked with.
That's true. Yes.
Crawford pissed off everybody he worked with.
Yeah. He told him, no, I want Canelo. So when you got Crawford with Tank Davis, Canelo, Monster Inu, Tim Tszyu, and we say Tim Tszyu ain't big, but in Australia he is. They don't need him. And them some of the big names in boxing. So when he get tired of making all these heavyweight fights, the same ones fighting each other, where he going to go? But David Benavidez is with PBC. Better Biv is which one of them ain't Better Biv or Bivol? One of them with Bob. Which one with Bob?
Bivol, I think.
So he need them to make these big fights.
But Beterbiev is with Bob. That's why the pay-per-view is split 2 cents. Because Beterbiev can't fight on the zone. He got to fight on ESPN.
Exactly. He got to fight on ESPN.
Look, Mr. Lou, you got to take this into consideration too. That pay-per-view stuff not finna last much longer for real.
Well, we'll see. They said that 5 years ago, Mr. Shelton?
10.
The pay-per-view was dead.
10 years ago.
Right, we gonna see. We got AI and all kind of stuff. We in a whole revolution.
Yeah.
Technological revolution.
Now, what do y'all think about that? I want to ask y'all both. What y'all think about that split pay-per-view for the Bivol Beterbiev fight?
Well, they ain't had no other choice. I don't think they thought about it.
I think set up the flop, like Andre Ward say.
Yes, they didn't think about it. Shakur Stevenson, they should have took him off for that Saudi joint. But then, he ain't with he ain't with Bob no more, so they couldn't have did that. So they got to split it up. But Shakur,
didn't they work out a deal that where the zone is going to pay ESPN so they can broadcast it as well?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
I don't know. But he's going to lose another tens of millions on this card, too.
Exactly. 1,000. 2 cents right, because people but us hardcores know Better Biv and Bivol. People don't know them.
Yeah. Nah, ain't nobody know them dudes. Neither one of them.
Teach says one card now. How's it one card, Teach? How is it one card? So Shakur fighting on ESPN?
Shakur fights for Metro. He's signed with Eddie Hearn.
I'm just asking Teach. He said one card now. Tell us how. I ain't heard that.
Yeah. The only fighter on that card that has a contract with ESPN is Beterbiev.
Yeah.
He can't fight anywhere else.
He got to fight on ESPN.
Exactly.
So, eventually, man, maybe it get the way it should be, but I don't think so. But, a lot of these promoters and advisors, they got ego and pride, and they're going to stick with their network. Al Heyman is getting money from Amazon Prime. He's going to stick with Amazon Prime. They got 2 free cards coming up this year. David Morrell is fighting free on Amazon Prime in December. He's going to headline the free card on Amazon Prime.
Who is he fighting?
I don't know. They haven't said in that. Teach, I don't know who you listen to. I told you, you go on 50,000 channels. I don't understand how that's going to happen. They say Matchroom is playing the whole thing. Okay, well,
so it's not pay-per-view no more? Or if you buy the pay-per-view, you see the whole thing on Matchroom?
I don't know what Teach talking about. I know what I just said again. I read on ESPN that Better Biv and Bivol will be on ESPN. So whatever you're talking about, please explain to us.
Oh, they definitely not going to be on Matchroom. They going to be on ESPN. They said it's a single card. It's a single, fight. So
single fight.
It's going to be one fight on ESPN. Exactly. They definitely not going to be on the zone.
They're just going to advertise that one single fight, play that fight on ESPN. Rest of that stuff
every other fight on that card will be on the zone except for that.
ESPN don't even care. They like, yeah, we'll take this one fight.
Yeah.
Well, they give Bob a budget per year. So whatever they give him, this is what you got. Use it wisely.
Bob
I heard they don't want Shakur on ESPN. That's what I heard.
That might be right. You know, Bob
They don't care who Bob put on that moment. They don't care. They don't care nothing about boxing.
If they do,
ESPN is really about football and basketball and shit like that. They don't care about that shit.
Nah, listen, they do. Think about it. You done pissed off Bob. Your contract is up with ESPN because it's like, I don't know. Maybe he pissed them off or something. I don't know why they would be like, you can't fight on my network. Maybe he rejected their offer. Who knows? Sometimes these companies be petty.
Well, we will see, because I think this is the Bob last year of that ESPN deal. It's either this year or next year. We'll see.
And the word on the curb is that ESPN ain't renewing it because they say they don't make no money off it.
Exactly. 1,000%. I heard that too. They're not making no money off these fights. None. So, you know, we're going to see what they do.
So he bankrupted ESPN?
No. See,
ESPN out of business?
Big business is like this. Big business works like this, 2 cents. If I'm putting out more money than I'm getting in on just one object, there's one project, then what I got to do is get rid of that project because it's not making me no money. ESPN make their money off of football. Billions. Basketball, billions. UFC, billions. They don't need boxing. It's cool to have it, but they don't
I don't know about that UFC because Dana White they said UFC is in the hole.
They make money off that shit.
Well, UFC. Wait a minute,
see, I watch ESPN. I watch ESPN all the time. If they wasn't making no money off of it, they wouldn't promote it the way they do.
Dana White just announced. Dana White just announced 2 weeks ago. 26 million lost?
Oh, really?
I think it's funny when they say these networks not making no money off boxing when boxing is a niche sport. So I don't know how much money they budgeting to make anyway. You can't compare it to football, basketball, nothing like that. The reason why you have it on your network is because you want to capture that niche market.
Right. Exactly. That's exactly correct.
So you can't be like, oh, they making no money when, I mean, I'm sure they didn't expect to make that much money anyway. They
but I always say this, and I tell people all the time, and people don't listen to me when I tell you, I'm a businessman. I'm not in this to lose no money. I want to make something in my investment. And if I'm not making anything in my investment, then I'm getting up out of here. Showtime wasn't making no money. That's why they finally got up out of here.
Feedback. I think you need to turn your phone down.
You know, yeah, that's Mrs. Shelton. Mrs. Shelton, mute your mic. Mute your mic. Yeah. There you go. I thought that was outside 2 cents. Yeah, okay.
Been driving me crazy.
A lot of these people, I keep telling you, like, eventually Turkey gonna want a return on his investment. Saudi government will want a return.
I just told you how he gonna get it.
You know? I don't think that ain't happening, 2 cents. I'm telling you that ain't happening.
I know what it is, Lou. I forgot about that. You know UFC and the WWE merged, right?
Yeah.
And they go on to Netflix. That's what it is.
So, we're going to see, man. We're going to see. Time tells everything. And I just wish them all up. Because I'm not paying for shit I don't want to see. That's for damn sure. So it is what it is.
That's why I never understood what the big deal was anyway. Because it's like, if you don't want to watch it, then just don't pay for it.
Yep. Exactly.
Because I'm damn sure not paying no $90 for no fucking Canelo and Berlanga. I'm damn sure not doing that.
No, I'm good on the Canelo, but I watch the highlights.
I'll be out of town next week, so I don't know if I'm gonna see it or not. Hey, it is what it is, man.
Hey, I might watch it though. They've been selling the hell out this fight.
Can you believe that shit though? $90? Can you believe that?
They gotta pay all the dues in that card. He said he paid for Canelo and McGill. It was $90. You know?
Yeah, I didn't pay.
You sure you got your money's worth, Teach?
I didn't pay for that shit either.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I appreciate 2 Cents. You want any final thoughts on the show? But before you say that, 2 Cents, I got one more thing to do. Sunday, 11 o'clock, the return of the Rebuttal Entertainment NFL show. And we have a new intro, and it is fire. Yeah, so, be there, be square. I'm got my mute button real quick ready for all y'all people who want to talk over each other, because I know we're going to have a lot of people on the panel, and it's not happening this year. So be there, be square.
I'll see you Sunday. I'm going to watch the rest of this Eagles game, man. I'll see y'all Sunday.
All right.
All right, Lou. Peace out.
All right. But yeah, man, thank everybody for coming on. I really appreciate it. T, they the only 2 pay-per-views I bought, Tank and Canelo, this year. Yeah. So y'all hit the like button. Let me shout these people out. Thank Miss Sexy for the $2 super chat. Thank Lorenzo for the $2 super chat. Thank Octavia, my baby, for the $1 super chat. See y'all probably Monday. But look up for the Rebuttal Entertainment pop-up. You know how we do, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. It's a new show out. That I do now called The Rebuttal Report. Y'all go listen to that. It's like 48 minutes long, talking about a variety of topics, man. It's going to be one of my best shows. The Rebuttal Report is uploaded. Hit the like button. Tell me what you think about it in the comment section. Look at my stories. Support the channel, man. Any kind of way, man. I really appreciate it. This is what we're doing on the Rebuttal Entertainment. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace and blessings. Y'all be safe out there.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.